welcome to the Fingerpicking Guitar in 7 Days mini program. This is the day 5, okay? Now in this lesson, guys, we kind of want to combine a few things that we've been learning through the mini program so far, okay? And we're going to be using a beautiful, awesome sounding chord progression, okay? A Spanish chord progression, a very famous. We are in A minor. It's A minor, G, F, and E. It's pretty common, and it's one of the most beautiful, really, chord progression that you can play on guitar. Now we are going to play this chord progression in 3 different ways, okay? So there will be 3 different sections. The first one is the intro, where we are going to play very basic chords, okay, very basic triads with a very simple finger picking pattern. The middle section is chords and melody. So we're going to strum a chord and then come up with a sort of a melody or like a solo using the A minor scale. So it's kind of a really nice middle section. And then the last section is very rhythmic. We're going to come up with this beautiful rumba style rhythm, and the chord progression is the same, guys, okay? So you're just kind of using different approaches. And so the last one is really rhythmic. You really want to take it step by step, okay? So same chord progression, okay, on each section, but with different kind of approaches, okay? I'm super excited, and make sure that you check my Patreon page if you want to get the tab, and also subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up with all the upcoming lessons. Now, let's get started. Let's have a close-up. Alright guys, let's get started. Chord progression, extremely simple. We have A minor, G major, F major, and E major. Okay? Now, the first section is going to be played like this. So we're going to play the same chord progression, but it's going to sound a little bit different as we are playing different type of chords, okay? So okay, really beautiful and simple. Now, what am I playing? First chord is the A minor chord, okay, and I'm playing it up here. I have the first string fret number 8, the second string fret number 10, and the third string fret number 9. Now, this is indeed an A minor chord, okay, which has a D minor shape. If you play a D minor chord down here, and then you transpose this thing all the way up here with the index finger on the fret 8, you're actually playing an A minor chord. And the plucking pattern I'm using, guys, is this one. I have middle, index, and thumb, okay? Now, I use this one because I really like it. It could be done with ring, middle, and index, but I really like to play middle. It kind of have a different, just gives me a different feeling, and I like it more, okay? So, middle, index, thumb, middle, index, thumb, okay? The second chord is G major, and we're gonna play a chord here, okay? So it's the first string fret number 7, second string fret number 8, and the third string fret number 7. It's a D major shape chord, just like D major, but all the way up to with the index finger on the 7th fret, okay? Same plucking pattern. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The F major chord is exactly the same. We go 2 frets back, 1 and 2. Okay, so 5, 6, and 5. Extremely simple. And we finish with a beautiful E major, which is exactly the same shape, guys, okay? We're gonna go 1 fret back, boom, and 1 strum with the thumb, starting on the 3rd string, okay? So I have 4th fret, 2nd string, 5th fret, and the 3rd string, fret number 4. So it's a very nice, sweet little intro. So really take it step by step, guys. You want to make sure that keep the thumb, left hand thumb, all the way down here when you play these chords, okay? So that you have all the strings ringing out beautifully. But so far, not too challenging, okay? Then you move on to the next section where I'm gonna play chords and melody. Let's check it out. Alright guys, the section number 2 is really cool because we are going to use the same chord progression, but we're going to use a different approach. So we're gonna have chord and melody. And what that means is we're going to play a chord and then a melody after that. A chord approach. And as you can see, like, you don't really have to follow a specific tempo. You can actually really play it slowly and give an interpretation to each single melody. Okay, now the first chord is the A minor chord, and I'm strumming this chord with the thumb. Okay, the chord is very simple. It's just a basic A minor. It's the 5th string open, the 4th string fret 2, the 3rd string fret 2, and the 2nd string fret number 1. You want to strum that starting on the 5th string, guys, and make sure that you strum slowly and you let it ring out. Okay, now after that you want to play the phrase, which is based on the A minor scale, and as you can see, it's a lot of up and down. Okay, there are a few notes that we're actually mixing, but it's mainly just playing the scale. Okay, now how does it work? We're going to break it down into 4 different chunks. Okay, so the first one starts on the 3rd string fret 2, and then on the 2nd string you play the 2nd open, the fret 1 and the fret 3. Okay, and we're going to start by plucking with the index finger, so you always want to alternate. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on the 1st string you have another 4 notes: open, 1, 3, and 1. And then you have the 3rd group of notes, which is the 1st open, the 2nd string fret 3, 2, and open. And then you have the last group of notes, which is the 3rd open, sorry, the 3rd string fret 2, 2nd open, fret 1, and fret 3. Okay, so A, B, C, D, E, F, E, D, C, B, A, B, C, D, and we finish with the note B. Okay, okay. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sounding chord. Okay. Now the note B is already part of the 2nd chord, which is the G major chord. Okay. So you play the B, the 2nd open, and then you want to play the beautiful G major chord. Now the G major is played like this. You have the 6th string fret number 3 and the 1st string fret number 3. It's kind of a stretchy chord. Okay. And when I'm plucking with the thumb, I will pluck the 6th string, and then I skip the 5th, and I'm going on the 4th string, and then I just strum. Okay, so it's like, it's kind of strumming in 2 different moments. The first one is just the 6th string, and then from the 4th string you strum all the way to the 1st. Okay, now on the G chord we're going to start a phrase which is similar to the previous one. We're going to start the phrase on the G string, which is the 3rd open. Okay, and it's going to sound like this. So we're going to start with the 3rd open, and then the fret number 2, and the 2nd open, and the fret number 1, the first 4 notes. Okay, then you're going to have the 2nd string fret number 3, 1st open, fret 1, and the 1st open, and then you're going to have the 2nd string fret number 3, 1, open, and the 2nd string, the 3rd string fret 2, and then we're going to have the 3rd open, fret 2, 2nd open, and the 2nd string, fret number 3. Okay, so and it's all alternate fingering, guys, and it's mainly just a scale. Okay, so and then we have the F major chord. Okay, now let's check it out. Now the F major chord is beautiful. So remember that the last note is the 2nd string fret number 1. Okay, so you're coming from the G. Okay, and then after that you play this beautiful F major chord, which is only 3 strings, guys. You have the 4th string fret number 3, the 3rd string fret number 2, and the 2nd string fret number 1. Okay, you want to strum with the thumb, just 3 strings. Okay, it's pretty simple. And then we have the phrase, which is this one. Okay, and the phrase starts on the 4th string, and we have the first bunch of notes, 4 notes. Okay, we're gonna have 4th string fret number 3, 3rd open, fret 2, and the 2nd open. Okay. have the second string fret number 1, 3, the first open, and the second string fret 3. The third group of note is on the second string fret number 1, 0, and the third string fret number 2, and open. And the last group of note is this one, fourth string fret number 3, third open, fret 2, and the second string fret 1. And we finish with this beautiful B open string. And then E major chord, okay? We're gonna check the chord in a second. So F major, and then E. So I'm putting down the sixth open, the fourth string fret 2, third string fret number 1, and the second open. So I pluck with the sixth, I pluck with the thumb on the sixth, fourth, third, and the second. Okay, beautiful simple strumming with the thumb. So this is the second section, guys. You really want to take it step by step, okay? Take your time, put it together, and just then slowly move on to the section number 3, which is going to have a different, rhythmic pattern. So let's just check it out. Alright guys, the last section is going to be based on a different picking pattern. It's really more rhythmic and it kind of reminds me of the rumba style. So it's going to sound like this. So we have the same chord progression, okay, the same chords we learned at the really beginning, but the rhythm is different. So you want to put down the first A minor chord, okay, and we're going to be playing like this. You have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So it's a rhythmic pattern based on 3, 3, and 2, okay, so 3, 3, and 2. And the way we're going to play that, it will be with the thumb always on the third string, the middle always on the first, and the index always on the second. Now the first two patterns in 3 are going to be played like this. Third string, first, and second. So you have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then the last pattern in 2 will be played with the third and with the first. So thumb and middle. So you have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Then the second chord is the same G major. We're gonna play exactly the same picking pattern. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Then the third chord F major, 2 frets back, same picking pattern. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And the last chord, E major, same picking pattern. And then we repeat again. And the last one is just one strum with the thumb, the E major chord. Just one strum with the thumb, okay? And then we have the last 4 notes. Beautifully played with the thumb, okay? 4th string fret number 2, 4th open, 5th string fret number 3, fret number 2, and open. And the A minor chord, okay? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sounding chord, okay? So 3 different sections, guys. Really take it step by step, okay? Just try to combine all these elements together. And thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna see you tomorrow for the day 6.